What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are on a fantastic day today. And today we have the March 2020 Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport update for you guys. Hopefully you guys are excited for today's video. If you guys are, make sure to leave a like on it for me, guys. Subscribe to the channel and turn your post notification bell. We're uploading so much now due to the current pandemic that I'm not going to talk about, but it's affected everything, including poor Dallas-Fort Worth, as you guys saw from the title, thumbnail, all of that. The heavy send-off is here pretty much, unfortunately. We'll talk about that more later on in the video, so stick around. But we might as well just get started where we always do here with the 18 arrivals. Beginning right here, we have a Delta Airlines McDonnell MD-90. He's currently pulling in from, we're going to go with Atlanta. I threw this in the MD-88 in as well because they're obviously, with the current pandemic, these may not have so much time left, so it's probably good to throw them in as much as we can. Anyways, he arrived from Atlanta, and he's going to be heading right back out to Atlanta. I also want to say I'm sorry that the video yesterday, the Tulsa vlog, so if you guys want to go watch that awesome video, put a lot of time into it, please do. That video came out late because bad situation yesterday. Wasn't able to get this recorded with some good lighting, so I'm sorry about that, guys. But yeah, that, and then go join Discord, link below. A lot of awesome stuff in there, and I'm always giving you guys updates. So here we have an American Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Chrome Heritage Retro paint scheme. He arrived in from Oklahoma City, and he's going to be heading out to Fresno. Right here we have an Aero Classics United Airbus A320 arriving in from, let's go with Houston. Is going to be heading out to Chicago. Now, I'm sorry for the surplus of Uniteds. I tried to watch it. So right here we have an American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-200 arriving in from Meridian, and he's going to be heading out to Mobile, Alabama. Right here we have an American Airlines Airbus A321neo. Super happy that Gemini just released a IAE American Airlines Airbus A320, and I've actually been on that one, November 651 Alpha Whiskey from Charlotte to DCA, so I'm definitely going to pick up a couple of those. Anyways, he arrived in from Phoenix, and he's going to be making the return flight. These are going to be critical for an upcoming project, so hopefully you guys are excited. It'll be the next new airport on the channel. Here we have a Spirit Airbus E320 arriving in from Fort Lauderdale, and he's going to be heading out to, let's go with, how about Orlando? Delta MD-88 also arriving from Atlanta, and he's going to be heading right back out there. Let's start with some Terminal E. Well, let's get a couple more of these. American Eagle number 175 arriving in from Pensacola, and we'll be heading out to destined for One Beach. American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-700 heading out to Joplin today after out from Knoxville. Spirit Airbus E319 in the digital delivery heading out to, man, I keep forgetting routes now. Let's go to Chicago here after out from Phoenix. Spirit Airbus E319 Velocity models. Going to be heading out today to Las Vegas after arrival from Myrtle Beach. Spirit Airbus A321 heading out to Minneapolis after arrival from Los Angeles. Frontier Airbus A320neo. It looks like we lost another Will. Colorado the Bighorn Sheep. Coming in from Bryanson's going to be heading out to Denver. My absolutely beautiful Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ-900. He's pushing back with service off to let's go with Cincinnati today, and then the New York JFK flight on Delta Connection is going to be ending soon, so he arrived from New York JFK. American Airlines 737-800 Apollo. He's going to be heading out, or arrived in from Seattle today. He's going to be heading out to Boston Logan. Right there we have an LUS American Airlines Airbus A319 2015 release. He's just arrived in from Colombia, and he's going to be heading out to, I keep forgetting, but there's a lot of new routes on these, so just depends on the day. But anyways, Midland. Two American Eagle M140s. The first one's going to be heading out to Stillwater, Oklahoma, after arrival from Lawton, Oklahoma. And then the second one's going to be heading out to Waco, Texas, after arrival from College Station, Texas. Frontier Airbus E320neo, Flowered the Hummingbird, I think, something like that. Anyways, he's going to be heading out to, I printed out a list for you guys, so let me just check, because I know you guys are probably tired of the same routes, so I just went on the Wikipedia, and these have the suspended stuff on it, so I thought it was, or the majority of it, so I thought it was kind of helpful. Okay, Frontier flies to Denver, Las Vegas. Newark starts April 23rd, but that'll probably be pushed back. Orlando, Philadelphia, and then seasonally to Branson, Cincinnati. So he's heading out to Las Vegas after arrival from Newark. Here we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800, obviously heading back out to Salt Lake City after arrival. Delta Connection Bombardier CRJ-700. The flights are really starting to get pretty limited for these RJs, so we're going to start filing these out. So first one's going to be heading out to New York JFK after arrival from Cincinnati. Second one is the return flight JFK after arrival from JFK. So I'm sorry that was kind of not very variety based, but that's literally all they got. Delta CS100 or the A220-100. He's heading out to, I don't know if I said this in the last update, but they're going to be starting A220 flights to Seattle in June, so that's super cool. Hopefully they continue that, but I'll talk about more about the pandemic towards the end of the video, but I don't want it to be too long, obviously. So he's going to be heading back up to Detroit after out from Minneapolis, St. Paul, followed by a Alaska 737-800 heading out to Portland today after out from Portland as well. Oh, sorry about that was the John Wayne terminal. So long. So this model, I haven't thrown in one of these updates for sure in a super long time, so I thought this line up with the old Livery United, new Livery United, and the Star Alliance looks super cool. So this Star Alliance United 737-800, super rare. It still flies with split scimitars, so it works for me. He's going to be pushing back, and he's going to be taking it off to Newark today after arrival from San Francisco. The new Livery 737-800 arrived from Denver. It's going to be heading out to Washington Dulles. And then the old Livery 737-700 arrived in from Chicago, is going to be heading out to Newark. Air Canada Express Emerald 170 pushing back with service out to Toronto Pearson. I think they fly these to Montreal too, so he's going to be heading out to Montreal on the pushback. And then coming to fill that gate, we have the Air Canada Express CRJ-705. I know they fly 900s, but the 900 is so bad with the gear on the fuselage, I'm not even going to buy it. And plus, this model is pretty rare and kind of cool too. So anyways, he's arriving in from Vancouver, and he's going to be making a return flight back to Vancouver. American Eagle number 175, he's going to be heading out to Fargo today after arrival from... I'm sorry if these are kind of off, but I'm trying to get some more variety on these flights, obviously. Let's go with Little Rock for him. And we'll knock out some of these real quick. So, American Eagle CRJ-200 in the new livery as well. Arriving in from Peoria, and he's going to be heading out to... I didn't know they had flights there. We were talking about that on one of our flight sim live streams a couple weeks ago. So if you want to join on those, just turn on your post notifications and subscribe to the channel, like the video. Sorry, that's a little out of order on those. Yeah, he's heading out to... yeah, let's go with Peoria after out from... these don't really come in here. I'm trying to find one that I recognize that they would fly on. We'll just go with a little off. Let's just go with Madison. We'll go with Madison. United Air 175 new livery. Not going to talk more about my thoughts on this model. He's heading out to Houston today after arrival from Washington Dulles. Brand new model to the airport. There's a couple, I think. Here we have a UPS Airbus I think this may be the only one. I'm sorry to interrupt. UPS Airbus E300 by Aero Classics. He's currently... Oh, I didn't print off the cargo. Okay, Louisville after out from Ontario. American Airlines Boeing 757-200. The current pandemic with these, I saw 4 of them at Tulsa, which the next Tulsa update is going to be a continuation of where all these heavies are going. So you're going to want to stick around for that. That'll be out early next week for you guys. Anyways, this 757-200 is heading out to Philadelphia today after out from Miami. I'll talk about the other ones, where they're going and stuff soon, because I'm sure a couple of you guys are wondering. Here we have the beautiful, this is essentially what the American A320 is going to look like with the IAE engines. So very excited. So I guess they got another new mold, so way to go, Gemini. United A319 arriving in from Denver, and he's going to head out to Chicago. Sorry about all the same routes, but threw too many Uniteds in still. Right here, getting a very slow vertical rate off the runway. Sorry, the stands are not very good. Here we have an Aero Classics Delta Airbus E320-200. He's going to be heading out to Los Angeles today after arrival from Los Angeles, so the turnaround flight. Still one of the cooler flights. I did want to say that over 50% of the flights due to the current pandemic have been canceled, so it's really sad. I'll talk about more towards the end of the video, but I just wanted to throw that out there that 50% of the flights are canceled. FedEx 757-200 NG models. He's arriving in from Memphis, and he's going to head out to Houston probably. I think they would have Houston. JetBlue over to A321. I saw JetBlue over here when I was at Dallas, and we were kind of running out of room on the main taxiways. Not going to be next update probably, but anyways, he's arriving in from Boston, or he arrived from Boston. Is about to make a turnaround flight. currently with a fairly hard touchdown. I haven't done one of these in a long time, so I thought it'd be cool, and especially for this aircraft. Here we have an American Airlines Boeing 767-300ER. He's arriving in from Miami, and unfortunately he will be heading out to Roswell. I think they're just going to do an accelerated retirement on these for sure, and probably the Embraer 190, as the majority of the Embraer 190s are already in Roswell. So very sad. I'll probably leave them in here for maybe one more update, but I need to see what actually is going on. So I'll let you guys, or you guys will see on that. All right, moving right along. Here we have an American Airlines Airbus A321. These could be used as Neos too, which you guys will see in a future project. What I'll do with these, I'll let you guys know. Anyways, he's arriving in from San Francisco. He's going to be heading out to New York John F. Kennedy as an A321. I do want to throw this in because obviously with the current situation, it was probably it would be nice to get this one final hurrah, because obviously it's an awesome plane. So here we have an American Eagle Embraer 190 arriving in from Charlotte, and we'll be continuing unfortunately on to Roswell. Delta 717 coming in from Minneapolis, and it's going to be heading out to Detroit. American Airlines 737-800. He's taxiing for departure off to. Let me get something different for you guys. Let's go with. I already said Boston. Charlotte after arrival from Cincinnati. Let's go get Terminal D. Sorry, it looks like they are finally mowing. That was our problem yesterday, is the stupid mower kept getting stuck because it's so wet in the grass. But I guess they're going to try again today. I'm not trying. It's too wet. Anyways, Volaris Airbus A320neo. He's currently on the hard stand. I think all of the majority, the North America flights internationally are still going. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure the majority of them are still going. So here we have a Volaris Airbus A320neo, and he's going to be making the flight back out to Guadalajara. He arrived in from, I don't know why they're not on the list here. I guess I must cut it out on accident. So, yeah. American Airlines 777-300ER, currently resting up after arrival from Hong Kong, and he's going to be heading out to Tulsa later on. That update, like I said, is coming very soon. You guys don't want to miss it. American Airlines 767-300ER in the One World paint scheme arrived in from Miami, and unfortunately will be also heading on to Roswell. Not Tulsa, but same point. So here's the international terminal. So I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure what's going on is all the normal North America flights. This side Terminal D is still domestic, and the international flights, we have one daily to London Heathrow and 3 weekly to Tokyo Narita on American. So I'm pretty sure British Airways is the only airline I'm skeptical on whether they're still operating or not. Their last couple flights got canceled, but as for Qatar, Emirates, and Lufthansa, and all the others, pretty much those are completely done. So maybe I'll bring them back to do some cargo stuff if that actually happens in real life. So anyways, we'll begin over here. We have a American Eagle Embraer 145. I just wanted to add something to make it at least a little different. Yeah, you could sit. I don't have an awesome route for it because I kind of don't know E145 international routes, because usually I don't have to do this, but we'll just say that he's hanging out and he's going to get a route assigned. He had a filing change. He had some maintenance issues. Aeromexico connection, Embraer 190. He's heading out to Mexico City, of course. These are still, I think a couple of them got canceled, but there was like 4 daily to start with, so at least one of them's probably still going. The beautiful Sun Country Boeing 737-800 by NG Models. He's currently getting some passengers on board, and he's going to be heading off to, let's go with, Las Vegas. And then I saw one coming from Cancun, but according to the sheet here, the majority of their flights are still seasonal. Maybe it was a maintenance flight or something. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, like Liberty something, and Puerto Vallarta and Cabo in Mexico will all be starting in June, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. So, anyways, arrived in from Cancun on that maintenance flight or whatever. American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER. He's operating our 1 daily flight to London Heathrow. Arrived in earlier, just been sitting on the ramp. Here we have American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. He arrived in from Tokyo Narita, and he's going to be heading out to, I believe it was Frankfurt, on the first cargo flight for American Airlines in, I believe, 35 or 40 years, which is crazy. So carrying some essential goods across the Atlantic Ocean. So he'll be, I believe it was Frankfurt, it might have been Munich, but it was somewhere over there. So, but anyways, heading out to Frankfurt, I'm pretty sure. The American Airlines Boeing 737-800 TWA Retro Heritage Paint Scheme. He's heading off to Nashville today. That spot's kind of iconic to me because, sentimental rather, because I obviously went out that side. So that's why I always say Nashville when we're over there. Let's get some Terminal C action. Oh, sorry, Citrus Aviation. The Delta 8321 is right there. He's heading out to Atlanta if I forget. And other subscriber routes. I think Mile High Aviation wanted a United A320 Denver. So there you go. Aviation 18, the Dulles. And I'm sure I'm missing some. So if you want a subscriber route, comment and hopefully I won't forget. But I got the majority of them right there. Okay, American Airlines Boeing 737-800 One World Paint Scheme heading out to Washington Dulles or Aviation 18's fabulous airport. It's either Dulles or DCA, but we'll just say I think it was the DCA we had it on, but then we're redoing it or something. So hopefully it'll comment the classified, but something like that. American Airlines received 21 2014 Gemini jets released. He'll head off to San Antonio today after arrival from a little swap on Tulsa. American Airlines Airbus A319, he's going to be heading out to Savannah today after arrival from that house. Sharklets, Cleveland, American Airlines Airbus A321 LUS, he arrived in from Phoenix Sky Harbor and he's going to be heading out to Denver today. American Airlines 767-300ER arrived in from Miami, heading off to, he's going to head back to Miami actually. I think maybe 1 or 2 of them still in service. Have no confirmation, so if anybody will let me know, please do so. I know there's 16 in the fleet though. And then peeking behind him, we have an American. Or we already got that through 21. Okay, I was gonna say something's not right. Other side of Terminal C, we have an American Airlines 77-9. So apparently 135 of the 135 and 139 heavies are the grounded aircraft, and I think it's 177-8, 77-9. A 777-200 and maybe a 300. If anybody knows, comment. Unfortunately, can't stay all the way up the task. So, anyways, this American Airlines 77-9 is going to be heading out to Chicago here after out from Los Angeles, which that may or may not still be going. But I've seen Chicago over my house on Dash 8 and Dash 9, so those are for sure still going. I'm assuming Los Angeles is too. So, here we have American Airlines A319 Neo. If you don't get the joke, it's these awful engines, but hopefully that A320 IAE edition, which a lot of those come to Dallas, so it'll work out well to get 2 of them and have fun to play. And I almost want to get 3, but I think 2's a good sweet spot. Anyways, this A319 Allegheny paint scheme, of course. This A319 is going to be heading off to, let me see here. It's probably a little off, but we'll say Sacramento today after arrival from Albuquerque. Sorry, my hands already getting a little tired. American Airlines Airbus A321, Skymark's A321 rather. Once again, if you don't get the jokes, this plane became broken to a lot of people. He's going to be heading off to San Diego today after arrival from Portland. Here we have an American Airlines Airbus A320 Neo. Just kidding. American Airlines Airbus A320. Might have to retire these, I don't know, but it's definitely going to be nice to get because these are, I want to say these are, with the tail number, these are the CFM engines that they screwed up so bad, and then the IAE engines are the 600s on the American West registration. So trying to figure some stuff out on the fly. I gotta get better with that. Anyways, this American Airlines Airbus A320 is going to be heading out to Minneapolis today after arrival from Washington Reagan DCA or Aviation 18s. I think he has that model. I can't remember off the top of my head. Finally, we have an American Airlines Airbus A319 to wrap up the CCon course. He's going to be heading out probably a little off, but West Palm Beach after arrival from Memphis. Okay, let's take it over to, let's see here. Let's attack Terminal B. Let's just get all these RJs out of the way. Hopefully this video is not going too long. 20 minutes, jeez. These airport updates usually don't, or the last one didn't take this long. I guess I just flew through it. American Eagle number 170, a little ferry flight. He's going to be taking it back out to Seattle. American Eagle number 145, taking it out to Tyler after arrival from, sorry if I take some time to get these routes. I'll try to get some different ones at least. Springfield, CRJ-700 is going to be heading out to Tallahassee. That's probably a little off, but Tallahassee after arrival from, gotta get better with these routes. I'm so sorry, guys. Lafayette. American Eagle number 175. It's going to be heading out to Louisville after arrival from a little extra flight to Cincinnati. Another CRJ-700 is going to be heading out to Houston Hobby after arrival from Amarillo. And then we have a CRJ-200 off to where would the CRJ-200 be able? I guess Roswell, just a little substitution after arrival from Santa Fe. Then we have our number 145 heading off to. Man, I gotta get better with routes. I'm so sorry, guys. Wichita after arrival from San Angelo, or however you say, Angelo. Hopefully, I'll put it on the screen. American Airlines Airbus A321neo also heading back out to Phoenix today after arrival from Phoenix. We got the AirCal 737-800. He's going to be heading off to Tampa today after arrival from Grand Cayman in the international terminal. I'm pretty sure that may be in the US, but I thought it was international. We have American Airlines Airbus A319neo. Okay, it's an A319. Sorry. He's going to be heading off to. Let's go with Des Moines after arrival, or for Citrus after arrival from. We'll go with Oklahoma City for him too. I don't know where that engine is, guys. Please comment if you've seen it in the videos or something. We have another American Airlines 737-800. He's going to head off to Philadelphia today after arrival from Las Vegas. And then we have an American A321 heading out to that's off. That's way off, my bad. These won't fly to like Pittsburgh, San Antonio. Jeez, I'm losing on some of these LES aircraft. I think I may have a couple too many in the updates, but I'm trying to get the most of what I got in here. All right, we'll send him off to Charlotte too after arrival from Phoenix, I suppose. Then we have a 737-800. He's going to be heading off to. Losing on routes, guys. Palm Springs after arrival from Ontario. We have a A321 by NG model. It's a really good model. I recommend it if you can find it for its absurd price now. It's going to be heading out to Sacramento after arrival from San Francisco. That's the other A320. Going to be heading off to DCA as well after arrival from Atlanta. 737-800 Reno Air is going to be heading out to Norfolk after arrival from Burbank. We have a 787-8 heading out to Chicago as well. I think they still fly these to Honolulu. It may be a 900. I gotta get better with the research. So he's doing something like that. So yeah, he arrived from somewhere in Hawaii. Surely an 800 somewhere in Hawaii still. We'll come do it over here because I at least can get some more room. So yeah, as these heavies will start to get filed out, we'll start using these corner gates for some smaller aircraft. So we have a 757-200. He arrived in from Miami, a flight I was supposed to be on. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go on it. It's going to be heading out to Tulsa here in a few minutes. Then we have a stand-up cancer American Airlines Airbus A321. He's going to head out to Chicago today after arrival from. I'm sure I'm missing places, but we'll go with Charlotte. We have a 737-800. He's going to head out to, man, I got so many aircraft now. Orlando after arrival from St. Louis. We have a 737-800 here heading out to San Jose after arrival from Cabo, Mexico in the international terminal. Oh, didn't even knock my UPS. A321 is going to be heading out to, this is a little off, but we might as well should send it to Detroit after arrival from, trying to find anywhere that makes even a little sense. Nashville. And then we have an A319 by Aero Classics. Going to be heading off to, no, these are not going to fly to Grand Rapids. No way. Wichita today after arrival from, I'm sorry guys, I'm literally struggling would be an understatement. A little substitution for Pittsburgh. Probably gotta get something out there to the east. Oh, we already did that. All right, cool. So we lapped around all the terminals. Now let's start over here at this taxiway. I was like, this feels like this has been taking too long. Alaska 737-900, old white chest delivery, heading off to Seattle today after I was from Seattle. Delta Airbus E321, heading out to Citrus Aviation's Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. American Airlines 787-8, going to be heading off to Tulsa today after arrival from, let's go with, we'll say he came in from, Frankfurt a while back before and has been on the ramp here. American Airlines 757-200. I know only a couple of came from Dallas, so we'll send this one as well. It came from Phoenix a couple days ago and is going to be heading out to Tulsa, Oklahoma. So excited to make that update. If you guys want a little sneak peek, we only have that board is the only one left I got to do, so I'm going to do that before the next update. So that's why it's not going to come out like back to back or something. We'll do some live streams in between those, so subscribe and turn on your post notifications. United 737-900 Ego Skies going to be heading out to Washington Dulles today after arrival from San Francisco. Sorry about a little crooked, but UPS 767-300 freighter came in from. Let's go with a good route here. What would be a good route for my UPS? We'll go with Los Angeles after arrival from. Surely they got Chicago, Roxford. Gotta do it for Aviation. Why can I not think of Champaign and Bloomington for those RJs? There's your CRJ 700 AS Aviation. I'm sorry I forgot that. American Airlines A319 is going to be heading out to second flight for Des Moines. Why not? A little delayed on that one. After arrival from, this is off bad, but Salt Lake City. You gotta get Salt Lake City somewhere in there. Spirit Airbus A319 digital delivery. Glad to have the sheet out. It's going to be heading out to Baltimore today. Didn't even know we had that. So Denver ends April 21st, unfortunately. Everything else is intact. After arrival from New Orleans. Let's get to the other side. So it's kind of awesome how Dallas, or Tulsa rather, has both the One World 777s. Got to see both of them, so super cool. American Airlines 777-200ER in the One World delivery. I think the One Worlds came in from somewhere else. I don't know. I wasn't paying much attention that day. I would have to look. We're going to say that he came in from Frankfurt, and he's going to be heading, or not Frankfurt too, I said that too many times, Paris, and we'll be heading out to Tulsa. This Delta A319 is kind of hiding back here. I want to make sure I didn't miss any key routes. I don't think I got LaGuardia, which is that, I think it's all A220s. However, I'm sure an A319 at LaGuardia is not a problem, so he'll be heading out to New LaGuardia today after arrival from Atlanta, I suppose. We have an army of heavies, so let's knock him out. I forgot my 7.5. We better get him. He's going to head out to Miami on still going for full-on service. American Airlines 77-9 arrived in from Madrid. He's heading out to Tulsa. American Airlines 777-200ER. He arrived in from Tokyo. He's heading off to Tulsa. Lufthansa Airbus A330-300 in the new paint scheme. He's returning to Frankfurt, right? I don't know why I'm forgetting that. Lufthansa Frankfurt. And this is it from him for now. Emirates 777-300ER making a return flight to Dubai. Final time for now. British Airways 777-300ER. Really want to get a 747. Anyways, final flight back out to London Heathrow. And at last, turning on to, we're only 1-8 left. Here we have a Qatar Airbus A350-1000 in the One World paint scheme. Heading back to Doha. Final flight for now. Ladies and gentlemen, there's update 24 for the Dallas-Fort Worth. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your post notifications. But long story short, all these aircraft, due to the current pandemic that I can't talk about, due to travel ban, and probably for the best for the majority of these. Like, I know British is not operating anything, Qatar isn't, Emirates isn't. So none of these airlines here I don't think are even operating anything. Americans obviously doing those couple of routes. I don't know if that's got upgraded or decreased, or increased or decreased at all. I do have 3 new models over there. I'm waiting to figure out some other situations before I get those out. So that video will come at some point. If you're not in Discord, make sure to go join these. You're missing out on what's all's in there. But yeah, next Tulsa update, all right here. I'm finishing it up. all these heavies will be landing over there, and we'll talk about the current pandemic. I made an awesome spotting vlog, put a lot of time into it. So if you guys would go check that out, if you haven't, I would really appreciate it. Hopefully he's doing pretty well at this point. So yeah, a lot of live streams will be coming in the next couple days. Tulsa update, possibly a Psycho Ape Geek video. It depends on how the situation with diecast jets goes. Very excited about the American LUS E320 IAE engine edition. Been on that plane once, so I'm very excited to get my hands on that. I think it was the May release, so that won't be here for a long time if it will end up showing up. So I'll buy them though, have them ready just in case they get overbooking on pre-orders. And there were some other decent models, not a big quantity, but at least they got one model right, because I mean, if we're being honest, that's not very good. So yeah, for Dallas, the next update, I don't know where the pandemic's going to be. Hopefully some flights are still going, because if we don't have anything going, then I don't know how I'm going to do airport updates. I guess just all these planes parked. So yeah, I don't know where we're going to be. Hopefully domestic travel is still at least going, so I can make something. But yeah, I mean, in reality, if I had the full Tulsa or Dallas replica rather, it would be a big deal, as that I would have all the gates for that. But as for this specific replica, which isn't perfect, but it's not bad, it's not the biggest effect, or it's not like hugely affected yet. I mean, obviously the international terminal, because I don't have quite up to 1-to-1 scale on those. So hopefully we can get there one day, but probably gonna have to have some re-releases, and I'm gonna start stocking up on stuff, because I don't know if it's gonna be this summer. I don't know, we'll see. It depends how the first airport project, which I'm about to start here probably next week, if I can get that done by June or so, I'll probably go attack. One thing I've talked about multiple times, but I really want to get like a 16x8 table up here, so that would be nice if I get that done first, and then go for a redo of Dallas, which it's been needed. I mean, the table's been nice over there, but besides that, this table got added in November 2018, I think. We haven't outgrown it, but I'm sure when we get back to full force, it's going to be pretty tight. So yeah, with this layout as it is right now, with all my models in it, or all the planes that could go in here, like I could have a couple more RJs and really pump this thing into no room. So I think we're gonna have to do a full-on expansions, or full-on actual replica, which I'm excited about. So what we'll do is we'll do all 5 terminals. We'll have room for Terminal F, which is actually under construction, got started, so that's very awesome. So yeah, like I said, Tulsa will be coming, so hopefully you guys are excited for that. Super sad pandemic. Who knows what's next. Stay up to date with me in the Discord, link below, and there's also merchandise. I'll try to talk about that more in depth, or I'll just talk about it real quick. So I wanted those designs for a long time, so if you do want an exclusive MD80 t-shirt, or clothing item, or even a sticker, you're more than welcome to go do that. Make sure to use code RRA10 for 10% off, with all caps on RRA. And do the size chart if you do buy something, because things do come in different sizes. So go buy some merch if you'd like. Also the Redriveraviation, the alternate logo. So huge thanks to Citrus Aviation on those illustrations. More designs will be coming, so if you want to hold off, no hard feelings, because some of those are going to be cool. Definitely more towards the live stream side of things on that. So yeah, live streams will be coming. We will be moving over to X-Plane 11. I learned how to fly it, so excited there. Besides that, we'll kick off next Friday with Albuquerque, as always, and we'll keep this thing moving. A lot of videos coming and live streams, so hopefully you guys are excited. I have a couple one-off videos lined up, so hope you guys are excited for that. Thank you guys so much for watching update number 24, Dallas-Fort Worth. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your post notifications so you never miss out on a brand new video or live stream from me. A lot's coming, and I don't want you guys to miss out on it. So thank you guys so much for watching this pretty long update. I didn't want it to go this long, but unfortunately, there's literally like 100 and maybe 10. There's probably like 100 planes around that in this, if not a little more. So hopefully you guys understand. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of your days. If you don't mind, please keep watching videos. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys in the next update, as Redriveraviation is signing off.